How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I wanted to give an update video on the crypto market, and I'm on vacation, so I apologize if the noise is off or something, or if the lights are bad, but I want to bring you this video because I don't really care where I am. If I can step away for a couple minutes and give news, I'm going to do that. A lot of people have been asking me what I think about BlockFi, Voyager, everything that's happening in the market, and me, Kevin, had a video yesterday about how we lost everything essentially because of crypto, and that's pretty much what I'm going to talk about here today as well. Now, to be clear, I haven't lost everything overall, but a couple investments recently have lost 99%, and I want to talk to you about why I understand that's going to happen, and again, just what I think about BlockFi and Voyager and that kind of thing. If you don't mind hitting the like button, I appreciate that. If not, that's fine too. This is obviously a tough time in the market. We just got word yesterday that Voyager was shutting down withdrawals. People were asking me why I wasn't talking about it. And I've talked for several weeks actually about taking my crypto off of Voyager and why I was doing that, especially when we heard that they had a loan with 3 Arrows Capital and they didn't have any collateral. I made full videos on that and how that was insane. At least BlockFi had collateral, and I didn't think BlockFi was going to have to be in this position either. They just got an agreement essentially with FTX, and looks like they're going to be valued up to 240 million, which is way less than they were in the past, depending on their performance metrics moving forward, and they get that $400 million credit line. Now, with that in mind, I thought they were going to be okay. I know that anything that gives yield right now is in trouble a bit, but they had collateral and they liquidated 3 Arrows Capital. Now, with that being said, I've said in the past that the safest way is to self-custody your crypto. And if you don't do that, FTX and Binance are probably the 2 safest options. You want to be with the investors that are actually going out and deploying capital, not the ones that are halting withdrawals. And it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? If someone's worried about an exchange, then more people get worried about the exchange. And even if they didn't have an issue before, the fact is a lot of them have money in different places. That's how they make money, is they take your money and then they go give it to other people and get a yield on that, which is risky, but that's just something that you have to deal with if you want a yield. And the fact is, you want to be with the companies, again, that are deploying capital because they had money on the sidelines. FTX and Binance both are doing that, giving other companies lifelines. We've heard from CZ that there are 50 or 100 companies that are reaching out to him. Now, with that in mind, I have lost a lot of money recently with Luna, UST, actually, and that just kind of spread through the ecosystem, right? It hurt 3 Arrows Capital, which was leveraged up with a bunch of different exchanges. Now, I also had Voyager stock, which obviously went down a lot, has gone down a lot. Now, I realize that these are possibilities, and you have to realize that if you're investing in crypto or in individual stocks, especially smaller cap stocks, you have to realize you're not investing in the S&P 500. That's really risky compared to something like the S&P 500 or cash or something. These are risky investments. So you have to realize that they can fall down drastically and some will never recover, but you're hoping that some of them have great returns and that kind of evens them out. Now, I've also said a handful of times as well that everyone wants a bear market when we're in a bull market, but to get to a bear market, there are going to have to be things that are unforeseen that really scare you. Like, we're not going into a bear market and everyone feels rosy and is just dollar cost averaging day after day without any issues, just thinking we're picking up cheap sats, right? They're going to be systemic issues that bring us there, kind of like COVID, right? Like, the reason the market fell down so much was because we didn't know what was going to happen next. And that's kind of like crypto right now. So many companies are hurting when we don't know what's going to happen next. Now, with that in mind, I think BlockFi probably will be okay. Obviously, FTX is helping them out, so it sounds like they're going to be able to make it through. A lot of other companies are firing people, laying people off. Now there's talk about Crypto.com limiting withdrawals. Also, people are talking about Kucoin now possibly having issues. Now there's back and forth whether that's actually a problem if they have liquidity or not. But right now, just know the safest places, in my opinion, again, are the places that are bailing these other companies out. I think they'll actually grow a lot, and the key for them is not screwing it up because so many people will flee to them. And then also just self-custody. I do have links to Ledger underneath the video, but Ledger and Trezor are the 2 best companies typically with hardware wallets. Now, for everyone else, just know that it's a really dark time in crypto, but again, if you can do it safely, if you have extra capital, if you don't go too aggressively, now is probably a good time to be allocating. And I just want to give you that update. You know, there's so much happening in crypto, even USDT, right? I've said that too. If you have USDT, I would think about getting away from exchanges as well, because that might be the next shoe to drop. Just be careful of that. I have no USDT right now. I either have USDC or US dollars. Just be careful out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And you know, this just sucks for a lot of people that had their withdrawals halted. I know people that have that, and that's why you just have to be careful out there. Make sure that you're only taking on risk that you can afford to take on, and hopefully this will all make us better investors in the long term. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.